What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the reaction channel. I know I'm a few days late on reacting to this video. I know I'm not as consistent of a reactor as I once was. I've kind of fallen out of that lane a little bit, but I still like to react to certain videos and do different kind of things on this channel. Regardless, I know I'm a few days late to this video, but I do want to react to it because I just feel like I'm excited about the pay-per-view today. And yeah, man, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. This is old school Friga right here. I'm already seeing that this is the Friga that I was a fan of before YouTube. Or as I was getting into YouTube.
February 1st is less than
Death is kind of crazy.
30 days away now, and really the only thing on my mind is mental clarity. Sounds funny, right? I'm thinking of mental clarity. See, I actually think that's the hack. Most of my days look the same right now. Reading, meetings, family time, prayer, the gym, and repeat. They say a man without structure is like a house without foundation. Eventually, it collapses under the weight of chaos.
I gotta run that back for myself.
House without foundation.
I gotta run this back for myself.
They say a man without structure is like a house without foundation. Eventually, it collapses under the weight of chaos.
Amen.
Discipline and routine aren't restrictions. They're a framework for greatness.
Right.
You know what I respect about Nas? He's a winner. He'll do whatever it takes.
Don't come at me.
And I like that.
And this nigga know, if I sign that contract, he fucked over.
But I see fear written all over his face right now. It's not just that he wants to win.
He's Friga's in his bag right now. Oh my gosh. I might go work out after this.
He needs to. A loss right now would send him into a spiral. And on February 1st, he's not going to know what to do when he loses his title as the king. Don't be fooled, ladies and gentlemen. This is not confidence. This is cockiness. And these are my favorite people to play against. They say an inflated ego may touch the clouds one.
I'm trying not to get too hype, but Friga, this is so fire. I appreciate this kind of creation so much. This is fire. The tone, like, just, it's got that sauce to it. You know what I mean? It's got that love put into the video.
But it always forgets the dirt it came from. But it always forgets the may touch.
I'm trying to catch all these quotes.
The clouds one day. They say an inflated ego may touch the clouds one day. But it always forgets the dirt it came from. Until the fall reminds it.
These are so applicable to life, bro. It's crazy. This is so fast. Change the vibe up.
The gym is a sacred place for me. Quite literally the most peaceful place on earth. This is where games are really won.
Therapy.
When you're in the gym enough, you don't have to convince yourself of anything. You just build confidence, and from there, you know what you're capable of.
Right now it's 11:30 at night. I'm actually not much of a night, like get in the gym at night type of person. I would much rather get in the gym early mornings, but I have children, and it just, some things don't work out like that. Shout out to Mike Gregg, for real, shout out to Mike Gregg. I really wouldn't be able to get in many gyms as late as I do. Like tonight's literally a midnight to 3 a.m. Workout for me, so.
There's someone in this space that I respect more than most, and you might know him. His name is Rob Cologne.
Yeah, pretty good campus with it. You already know what's popping. Might get some work in, man. Shout out to Jacksonville, man. Y'all know where I'm at.
You see, it's funny because I actually didn't like him that much at first. I thought he was arrogant, talked way too much about his past. But then I
Do y'all remember the rankings? I think it was season 9 beforehand when Rob was going into that season pretty pissed off. I think that's when it really started. And it wasn't anything serious, but there was some lives, you know, there was some like back and forth banter from Friga and Rob.
started to realize he's actually misunderstood.
Rob felt disrespected.
He just cares so much about winning. And to me, that is very important to be around.
Yeah, February 1st, you know, we outside, man. Back outside in the warm.
How do you feel about February 1st, man?
I feel good. I ain't gonna lie. It just depends on my work, you know. I can only focus on my work and let my work, you know, let the results happen on February 1st. Can't worry about somebody else.
For sure.
Remember that.
Rob flew to Ohio for a week, and him and I worked out and played more than 11 games of 1v1. And again, this is a sacred place. But I tell you what, we killed each other.
What type of art? What the fuck?
Butter, baby. Boom. Drop the games. I want to see the full games. We need results here. Or should we count the points in this video and determine a winner and add it to their ranking system?
The game is gonna be, I think it's gonna be whoever's gonna have the better run. Nas, physical guard, got a bag, you know, Nas got a good pace to his game. I think a lot of people don't give him enough credit for that. Like he uses the whole court when he does his moves sometimes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people just, they see us type of guards like big guys like us, and they just think like, oh, we strong, but like.
I think everybody appreciates it now, but that definitely would be something that people would think right off rip. Is like early on in Nas's career, I think they just kind of thought he was like a bully, but as he got visibility and showed it over and over again, we can see how skilled, or the viewers can see how skilled Nas really is.
A lot of times we really finesse players, and if we really.
To be honest with you, I don't really know who's more skilled between Rob and Nas. He's that skilled, and we know Rob is incredibly skilled, but Nas is very skilled too.
Some of the big guards when people start like fouling or something like that. So
they're different.
It just depends on who making shots that game, and it's gonna be a lot of shit talking, I feel like, between both of y'all. So like, who really, like, I think like you be saying, like, who got more heart, man? The mental. It's gonna be a lot more mental than the skill and everything. I think you make tougher shots though, which is definitely harder to guard. Like, Nas is gonna create space for his shots. You don't give a fuck. Just one dribble, pull up. If you feel like that shit going in, you pulling up, hitting. So it's like, that's different.
Every time I'm playing and I shoot the ball, I like what I shoot, even if it's some crazy shit, because I feel like I work on that every time I'm in the gym. And he can have all the skill and strength in the world. I really think it's going to come down to the mental warfare, and I know I will win the mental battle.
All right, look, you may have heard me say this before, but the next chapter will be the UFC of 1v1 basketball. Think about it. For the longest time, boxing was the only combat sport with pay-per-views, press conferences, build-ups to these 1v1 events. That is until the UFC came around and popularized MMA inside of this exact formula. And keep in mind, they're only 25 years old to date. Not to mention, they are a multi-billion-dollar company in that time frame. We will make 1v1s the most popular thing in all of basketball. But on February 1st, TNC 1, this will literally be the start to revolutionizing basketball forever. This can and will be a place for people to come and make 6, 7, 8, 9 figures from one basketball game. This first event is going to be monumental, and we need your support. Go to tncleague.com to cop your tickets. It's before February 1st. It's literally $20, and your support will help us create a movement that has never been done before. And mark my words, this is not a money grab. We will be using all of this money, pouring it back into the company and building this bigger than anyone could have.
And I feel like people can really feel that with Next Chapter. I think that's why people love Next Chapter so much, is because they know where the money's going and they're so transparent about everything. They're like for the people kind of thing. Morgan and Morgan. But nah, like it's just the honesty that TNC has created to give the viewer belief that, you know what I'm saying, they're going to deliver on that night and everything is going to be done, you know, selflessly and for the community, for the players, you know what I mean? It's just a crazy opportunity for players though. Like, I've seen YouTube basketball grow the past 5 years, and it's gone from, like, it's expanded more and more and more players. Like, the pool of players has gotten, it's like times 10, times 20 now, you know, and that's not even counting some of the really small creators and things like that. So, it just continues to grow, but stuff like this, like, is life-changing opportunities for these players. You can... If you have a good run of 2 years on pay-per-views, you can freaking buy a house cash. Regardless, it's going to be mainstream one day. It's going to be a massive thing, 1v1 basketball. And there's some NBA players that they're in the talks right now with. Like, and these NBA players are reaching out to TNC. If you guys knew or heard these names, you'd be like, what? It's getting crazy. So go support if you do. If not, it's all good. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video. Drop a like for me. Hope you all have a blessed Friday and safe weekend. Love y'all. Peace.